Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday, May 29th, 2020. I hope you guys are having an excellent weekend, start to your weekend, I should say. Welcome to another metallic episode of Music of Destruction. Welcome to Metal Album Warfare. Right here on the channel. I hope you guys have been enjoying this series so far. You can get caught up on all of my latest content right up there in the corner of the screen right now, including the last 2 episodes from this series. Also, my top 15 heavy metal albums is up there, and of course my album review from this week. So we are doing a thrash metal battle tonight, and I know you guys probably been waiting for this for a long time. We had some death metal going, and now we're going to get into some thrash metal. Next week I'm going to be doing some black metal. Actually, we did have some black metal. The first week we had black metal, death metal. Now we're doing thrash metal. Anyway, I hope you guys have been enjoying this. This has been a lot of fun to put these together, and these are completely just off the cuff. You know, when I do reviews, I make bullet points, and I do have a bit of a script going, but I always just put up bullet points and then elaborate on those. These videos, however, are just completely free-flowing. So tonight, we have 2 amazing titans doing battle. We've got Kreator, Pleasure to Kill, released in 1986 on Noise Records, and Overkill, Years of Decay, released in 1989, Megaforce Records. Now, this is going to be a hard fucking battle because these 2 albums, in my opinion, are part of the thrash metal elite. And that could be said about bands like Exodus, that could be said about bands like Destruction, Sodom, Testament, Anthrax. You know, we've got Megadeth in there, we got Metallica in there. But Overkill, to me, took a while to grow on me. And my buddy King of Swords, by the way, thank you very much to Mike of King of Swords. Make sure you go subscribe to him. He sent me this because he had a duplicate of it. And it took a while for Overkill's Bobby Blitz to grow on me because I didn't really like his vocals at first. But now I'm absolutely in love with Overkill. That is why I chose this album to pit up against my favorite thrash metal album of all time, which is obviously Kreator's Pleasure to Kill. And if you checked out my thrash metal, top 15 thrash metal, right up there in the corner of the screen there, you'll know why I picked that album as my number 1. And it's just everything that that album did for thrash is just fucking insane in 1986. The heaviest album of 1986. In my opinion, next to 7 Churches and other albums in that vein, of course. So let's just get right into it here. Hope you guys are enjoying this. So first up, we've got Time to Kill going up against Ripping Corpse. And you know what? This is hard because Time to Kill is absolutely an epic fucking thrash metal classic full of passion, conviction, power, and downright fucking amazing production with amazing instrumentation. And Ripping Corpse is a little bit faster and heavier, of course, a little more aggressive. But both of these tracks you could pit up against each other, play them one after another, and you'd have equality when it comes to how powerful these fucking tracks are. So I think Time to Kill and Ripping Corpse is going to be a tie, because as I said, this is going to be a very hard episode to do. Next up, we have Elimination going up against Death is Your Savior. And again, man, 2 amazing fucking thrash metal epics full of brutal drumming, guitar work, bass, vocals. Now, I will say I like Kreator's vocals a lot more than I like Overkill's, but again, Bobby Blitz is still growing on me. However, instrumentally, these tracks are fucking on par with each other. Very, very difficult to choose, but I'm going to have to give it to Death is Your Savior from Kreator. So we have it's a 1-0, Kreator leading with a tie. So 2-1, essentially. Next up, we have I Hate from Overkill going up against Pleasure to Kill, the title track from Kreator. And, I mean, I gotta give it to Kreator, man. Pleasure to Kill is just so fucking deadly. It's brutal, it's violent. But I Hate is right up there as well. But Kreator's got a 3-1 lead. Next up, we have Nothing to Die For from Overkill going up against Riot of Violence. And these tracks, guys, so fucking powerful. Amazing stuff on both of these records. But I'm going to give it to Overkill with Nothing to Die For, because that track just is so infectious and catchy and heavy and brutal that I love it. And this album, like I said, it's going to be tough because Overkill is a strong contender. Years of Decay is a strong contender to Pleasure to Kill. Believe me, it took a while for Overkill to grow on me, like I said, but this fucking album is a strong contender. So it's a 3-2 lead for Kreator right now. Next up, we have Playing with Spiders / Skull Crusher going up against The Pestilence. Now, this is going to be another score for Overkill because Playing with Spiders and Skull Crusher was one of the first tracks I ever heard from Overkill, and I remember being so fucking blown away by that track that it just stuck with me, made me want to dig into Overkill a lot more, and I thank King of Swords once again for sending this to me because that really made me appreciate Overkill. So it's a 3-3 tie now with Pleasure to Kill and Years of Decay. Next up, we've got Carrion versus Birth of Tension, and my god, man. Again, pit these two tracks against each other, and you'd have a hell of a fucking battle on your hands. Very difficult to pick a winner here. Birth of Tension is so goddamn frantic and deadly and passionate, but then again, so is Carrion from Kreator. Man, guys, I don't know, man. Birth of Tension or Carrion. Really difficult to make a decision here, man. Man, I don't know what to go with here. Oh, fuck. This is what I mean, man. I just want to give it to both of these tracks, man. We're just gonna give it a tie, so it's 4-4 now. 4-4, guys. I told you, fucking hard video. These videos are so hard to make, but they're so fucking fun. I love doing this. Oh my god. So we got another tie, 4-4. Next up, we have Command of the Blade going up against Who Tends the Fire. Oh my god. Again, two amazing fucking songs here. I don't know. Man, Command of the Blade up against Who Tends the Fire. Fuck. Both brutal, heavy, amazing thrash metal epics. I mean, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna have to give it to Kreator by a slight edge. So now it's 5-4 for Pleasure to Kill. Next up, we've got the Years of Decay going up against Under the Guillotine. Man, the title track going up against Under the Guillotine. Brutal stuff on both of these albums. I mean, fuck, man. So hard to choose a winner between these two. Years of Decay is just another one of those songs from Overkill that really got in my head and made me listen to this whole album. And then I'm like, fuck, man, I have to get it somehow. And I ended up getting it from King of Swords. So thank you to Mike once again. I keep thanking him because without him, I probably wouldn't have had this yet. So very nice guy. Check out King of Swords and Middleben's Chronicles. Great friends of mine. Yeah, man, I'm going to have to give it to... Oh, my God. Fuck, I'm going to have to give it to Overkill. So now we have a 5-5 tie. Once again, 5-5. Then we have... Evil Never Dies going up against Flag of Hate, which is a bonus track here. Last two tracks here, and you know what? Man, you know, this is going to be a draw. It's going to be a draw because both of these records to me are the epitome of where thrash metal was going in different, like, in similar directions, but introduced a new level of heaviness and raw production to the genre that other bands didn't have at this time. And you never hear anybody talking about Overkill or Kreator in a lot of threads. It's always the big four from America or the big four from Germany. So guys, this is going to be a draw. Once again, a draw between, we have a tie between Overkill's Years of Decay and Pleasure to Kill from Kreator. Two of my favorite fucking thrash metal albums, and it's a draw. How could it be anything else, man? Anyway, if you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications. I would greatly appreciate it. Follow me on the Twitter and Instagram at Music of Destruction. Join the Facebook group. Go to facebook.com/groups/Music of Destruction. Support the channel. Get access to exclusive patron-only content. The Seed episode number 21, History of Motorhead, part 3 up there. Sunday, I'm coming up with a new series. And you know what? I've already decided I am going to cover the history of Dio, because the new documentary, The Man on the Silver Mountain, just came out with Ronnie James Dio, and I gotta pay fucking tribute to Ronnie, man. So that's gonna be my next series. the history of Dio. So get excited for that. First episode is going to be out. The seed episode number 22, the history of Dio part 1, will be out June the 1st at the latest. I'm going to start working on it Sunday night. So guys, look forward to that. Thank you so much. I want to give some shout outs here to Shadows of Death Records. Go to shadowsdeathrecords.com/list-2-music. Also shout out to Texas Voodoo Stomp, Pissing Razors, Terry Marquez, who's the manager, Metal Bench Chronicles, King of Swords, Acid Metal, Backwards Metal, and Heavy Metal Networks. Make sure you guys smash the subscribe button. Thank you very much for tuning in to Metal Album Warfare. We will see you on Tuesday night for another metal album review. Have yourselves a great weekend and stay safe. Take care, everybody.